Harkhuf would have begun his expeditions near the first cataract of the Nile near modern Aswan, at the southern border of his province and of the Egyptian state in the Old Kingdom. He would travel overland with many pack animals to carry the trade goods and gifts he was taking, as well as to transport the exotic materials and resources he was hoping to obtain. There would also be a military component to the expedition, both because he was a governor and because he was going to establish trade and political relationships with local rulers, and he would need protection as well as to look impressive. An overland route would head more or less straight south through mostly desert terrain, avoiding the long detour following the river, which makes a large curve to the west, as well as the numerous cataracts which make the river unnavigable in several places along the way. He would likely have rejoined the river near Kirgus at the end of what was to become a well-established trade route, and follow it southwards, meeting with local leaders along the way. Modern Khartoum, he may have come in contact with those from whom he got the pygmy of the gods' dances, as the pygmy population in Africa seems to have been primarily confined to the forested areas of Central Africa, primarily in the Congo River basin, although one had previously been brought to Egypt from the coastal region of Punt, whose exact location has not been determined. His return journey would have also been overland due to the navigation problems with the cataracts, and he would have followed the same desert paths he and his father before him had explored on previous expeditions. One of his many titles was Chief of Scouts, a title that, like the governorship, he likely inherited from his father, a sign of the beginnings of the disintegration of royal power that led to the end of the Old Kingdom shortly after the end of Pepi II's long reign. Once Harkhuf reached the southern border of his own province, he immediately sent a dispatch to the boy king Pepi II to announce what he had acquired on this his final, according to his tomb inscriptions, expedition. Among all the treasures that Harkhuf enumerated that he was bringing, the boy king was ecstatic at the prospect of the dancing pygmy. He commanded, "Come north to the residence at once. Hurry and bring with you this pygmy. When he goes down with you into the ship, get worthy men to be around him, lest he fall in the water. Inspect 10 times at night. My Majesty desires to see this pygmy more than the gifts of the Mineland, Sinai, and of Punt." Harkhuf was promised great rewards if he delivered the pygmy safely to court, and his tomb inscriptions show that he accomplished this, and many other tasks, and finished his life in prosperity as a high official with many titles, including Count and Chamberlain. The dancing pygmy motif was so popular that toys were made representing them performing.